Hey guys, so making this quick video as an overview for the Huge Stylized Map pack, which is currently on the marketplace. I received a few questions regarding its size and blueprint functionality, so let's have a look at this first. So this is overview of the map. You have two massive cave systems on each side, you have a valley here and a second valley right over here. So I'm just gonna do a quick fly through to show you how big it actually is. And it's all interconnected too. There's a lot of like hidden little passageways here and there. That's the second valley. There's a mine shaft right here, which goes all the way down. Let's have a quick look. And there's a huge chamber here as well. So that's cave number 1. And the second cave is right here. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff going on. And it's a quick overview. It's not even like I'm not gonna do walk through the entire map just because it's gonna take a huge amount of time. Another thing that's included is excuse me, few lighting scenarios. So this is sunset. You can go to day, which is a much brighter version of this. Oh, and by the way, all the lighting scenarios have been correctly exposed based on the sky luminance. So I was trying to keep it as physically accurate as possible. And you have overcast as well, which is much more moodier version of this map. I personally prefer sunset just because it looks a little bit more dramatic than the rest. So yeah, that's the map, and now let's have a quick look at the blueprint functionality. If you go to overview, all those blueprints are in the map as well, so it's not just here, they're all like implemented inside the map in the blueprint level. So first thing to check out, if you go on the product page and click on blueprint documentation, everything is explained here, how it works. So you have the main BPI interact, which is an interface, and then you do a line trace. Basically when you press an E key on the third person character, line trace happens, and if he finds an object with the interface implemented, the interaction is going to happen. And if the interface is not implemented, obviously it won't happen. There's a bunch of extra functionality that's included in there, like for example, when you open a chest, you can plug in like a creaking wood noises into this variable here, and it should play. But yeah, look at the documentation if you're stuck. And if you have any questions, just feel free to shoot them on Discord or on Unreal Marketplace page. So this is destructible wood that can be destroyed either via interaction or if you just kind of like hit it. So if you press E, it interacts, you do damage. Each wooden block has hit points, so every time I press interaction, some hit points disappear. And it just breaks into pieces, which is cool. Let's have a look at this variable here, it's called is fragile. If it's fragile, every time player hits it, just or even steps on it, like boom, it's gonna take damage. So it's useful if you want, for example, a wooden bridge that will collapse. Even if you walk into it, it takes damage. This is support function, so if I take out this specific plank, all the other ones are going to drop as well. And it's all done with this variable right here, connected wood actor. So you just take this dropper tool and you click on each plank that you want to be connected via support, and it will all collapse automatically. Let's take a look at this. This is a diggable blueprint, so if you go next to it and you press interact key, it's going to spawn an object. So if you have an inventory system in place, you can just spawn your object over there. Chests, they have a few sacks inside, so they disappear every time the chest, or rather crate, is open. And again, you can plug in your functionality pretty quickly into those things, so just need to find a master. So look, master is here. So this is what happens on open. So it destroys container items, and you can just, for example, again, if you have an inventory system, you can just drag line out of here and add your own code. And here is the function I was talking about, the wooden chest noises. So you just open this array and plug in all your sounds here, and it should just play. Now let's have a look at the snake. Nothing special about the snake. You press a pressure plate and it opens his mouth. You can place like a fire effect in there for a trap, for example. This is a rotating door, so it will open only if it's 90 degree, like 100% straight or 100% up. I'm just gonna quickly show. So as soon as it hits here, or even up, yeah, there we go. So it opens when it gets into correct position, and there is a crystal here that starts glowing when the door is open. So you can create a puzzle. Let's say you place this door somewhere else in the level where a player can't see it, but you can place this crystal to indicate that, you know, the door is open. This specific door is opened with braziers, so you light them up and door opens. And you can add as many of those as you want. So door has a setting of crystals needed. So if you set them to like 4, you will need to light up 4 braziers. And how they're connected together is explained in my documentation. So I'm not gonna go over that here in this video. This is another puzzle door which opens if 4 keys or pressure plates are pressed down. Those 2 in this example are false plates, so if they are pressed, the door is not going to react. Let's say we choose this plate, which is false, and then we press 1, 2, 3, 4. Door won't open. But now it will, because the false pressure plate is not pressed. Again, you can set it to have less keys or more keys. Each pressure plate is... it has a few variables here. So first of all, for the most important one, if its key should be ticked on, because it is a key and it will open the door, and a key number. So let's say it needs 4 keys. Then each of those pressure plates will have from 0 to 1, 2, 3. So it's a key number 3, key number 2, and so on. And this is false plate, and it doesn't have anything ticked on it, so the door won't react to it. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. This is just a door which will open by itself. You click a button, and that's another one which has the same functionality, but it will close after some time has passed. Yeah, see, it starts going back in. So it's a good way to trap your player and cause them grief. This is the secret passageway. So you need 4 crystals for it to activate. And it will unlock. Here we go. So it becomes like a stair which you can climb. Okay, cool. Next one is the mining cart, which follows the spline. There we go. And finally we have some traps. There is no damage functionality on it, because it will depend on your game and your character blueprint and so on. It's gonna go on forever, and you can look at the VMD variables. So it has a swing speed and start rotation. Let's say you want it to rotate slightly differently. We're gonna put it to like 90, and swing speed is gonna be 2. See, it's much more aggressive now. It's a bit funny. Let's go back to the original settings. There we go. Now, spike traps react on the trigger box, which is right here. And it's a special one as well. It's not just a random trigger that you place. There's a blueprint here in the folder. So just use that instead. So it will react every time player overlaps the trigger. And that's this ball that destroys wood. If you step into the trigger, it just activates. Boom. Very aggressively. This is a cliff that will collapse if you destroy wood. There you go. And this is another one, which is the same exact cliff, but it will destroy if you step on it on top. So I jump on it, boom. Oops. Let's do this again. Jump on it, and it dies. Cool. This is a simple press trap. It will just go up and down and smash the player. Cobwebs, which will burn if you interact with them. And here we have mineable objects. So if you interact with them, they spawn rocks and they shake. And eventually, if you interact with them long enough, they will collapse. Same as this guy. Which is pretty cool. Mining simulator. And what else can I show? Oh, messages. So you can interact with it and it's gonna give you a message. And all the messages are stored in data tables. So here are all the possible messages that can happen. Example grave location, and here in the VMD message you just set what message this example grave location, which is pretty useful. And the light blueprint is also pretty important. Let me just quickly show it to you. So we go to light sources and let's go to light source master. If you go to VMD variables, source preset, this is set to Brazier 7K, and 7K stands for 7000 lumens. So all those values have been taken from real life data. You have quite a few of them here, and if you want to change or add them, you can just create another row in the data table. So you have campfire, standing torch, braziers, candle single, and candle cluster, and they all have settings like intensity, value, attenuation, radius, and so on. So changing a light is as easy as, for example, this brazier is too bright, let's change it to 4K. Boom, done. Or standing torch. And you can add as many of those as you want. So yeah, thank you for watching. This was an overview of the Huge Stylized Map pack, and hopefully this video has been helpful. Thank you.